My name's Laura Laufer. I'm the project director for EmPOWERing Mountain Food Systems. We're working in southwestern North Carolina. Some people say where North Carolina begins. Our goal is to help these farmers and the food system in this pretty rural region of North Carolina expand to meet the demand for local food, but also to help food entrepreneurs gain the skills and resources they need to grow their food business.
Guadalupe buys local because this area has a really long agrarian tradition and we want to be a part of continuing it.
I'm Keela Worley. We are a century farm. We went back to 1890 in the records. My husband's family's always done it. They grew tobacco and now we grow pigs.
I'm Hannah Edwards, and my business with my husband is Yonder.
The whole purpose of our restaurant was to source things as locally as we could. And we were open for about 2 years, and COVID happened.
Our funder, the Appalachian Regional Commission, approached us in April 2020 when COVID-19 first began impacting our communities and asked if maybe we wanted to change some funding, change some of our program focus to be able to help farmers and food businesses during this very trying time. We're very concerned about farmers losing their markets and consumers being afraid to shop. So we decided to have a mini grant program where we could support cold storage. Really came up a lot.
When we knew we were losing the restaurant and like that was a done deal and we had to come to terms with that, we had to get up and get something done because we had our livelihood was at stake, our farmers' livelihoods, because all of them were just like, the gardens are producing, like we have to have an outlet. And in 7 days, we pivoted to this online platform. The thing that we knew that we needed the most was coolers. People want fresh food. They want fresh dairy and milk and cheeses and stuff like that. And the only way that we can stock those types of goods is with these big reach-in coolers. And we knew that we only had X amount of money on our own to make this happen. EmPOWERing Mountain Food Systems has reached out to us when all this happened, and we were like, this is kind of good timing, because when we were pricing out retail coolers and freezers and stuff, we were like, oh my God, like, this is gonna break us. And so we became very discouraged and then realized that there was funding available for people like us in a really tough time to support local agriculture, local food, regional food and vendors. And so yeah, EmPOWERing Mountain Food Systems came through and helped us with our retail coolers and freezers. We're so glad that that organization is in place for other people, because these towns need this right now, especially the smaller towns.
As soon as the governor sent in the order that everybody had to close down, our business, really plummeted, and a lot of our neighbor restaurants closed, and we wanted to stay open, but we weren't sure how much we would be able to use. And so then I started calling my farmers, and some of them were talking about being scared they had to kill their animals. They didn't know what they were gonna have to throw away their crops. And so then we kind of said, well, maybe we can sell them to customers. And so we started instead, in some cases, buying more because we're selling direct to customers as well. Pivoting to a retail market, in addition to trying to maintain our regular sales, we've been able to benefit from this grant and from additional lending so that we're going to be able to put in a small walk-in downstairs.
To receive a walk-in cooler from EmPOWERing Mountain Food Systems would help us tremendously with the amount of space issues that we already have. Sometimes we're not able to take extra product just because of the amount of space we have. We only have 2 coolers to work out of, and so it really limits us as a restaurant, especially when we're in high production. And having more area to store, and we can take on more from local farmers and be able to utilize it more. And it'll open up space. I'm big on organization, the restaurant and my coolers and stuff like that, and I would love to have more area to be more organized.
It's really going to help us to buy from these local farms when they can deliver to us, instead of just having to count on distributors that maybe aren't so local to the area. It's helping me keep my employees, it's helping my farmers keep their farms, and it's helping me keep my restaurant. And so I'm beyond grateful. Yeah.
It's tough. Everything's changed because of COVID when all this started happening back in February and March when the grocery stores was getting low on meats. We had a freezer. It was full of just hamburger meat, and we needed to move it because we were taking more steers down to have processed and more pigs, and we needed the room, and advertised it on Facebook, and it was gone in 3 hours, like 130 some pounds. It was gone. EmPOWERing Mountain Food Systems, they stepped up to the plate. We've gotten a new freezer because of it, and it came at a good time because we had a freezer go out. And so we were very thankful for that new freezer. And they've been great people. They've helped us a lot.
Our collaboration with the Center for Environmental Farming Systems and NC Cooperative Extension throughout the region has created a lot of opportunities to continue to grow the local supply chain and build regional connections.